The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Welcome to the David Pakman Show. As predicted, Occupy Wall Street has broken into corporate mainstream media coverage in the exact way, Lewis, that I predicted it would, which is with arrests. Until the arrests started happening, until the protesters could be put out there in a negative light, corporate mainstream media basically didn't care. And why didn't they care? Well, we'll talk to Tina Dupuis from Crooks and Liars a little bit later about this and see what she thinks. My theory is pretty simple. It doesn't really require much explanation. Corporate mainstream media has a lot of the same shared interests with the Wall Street financial firms that are the target of the Occupy Wall Street and honestly Occupy Everywhere protests. So why on earth would they give them positive coverage? Is that too simplistic, Lewis?
I don't think so.
Good.
What else could be going on here?
Well, it's actually true. Why else would they not be getting covered? People obviously care about this. This is an issue. The 22 or 24 declarations that were made by the protesters about why they're doing this in New York and Washington, D.C. and Denver.
In our town.
Even here in Massachusetts, that's right. Are you going to go to any of those? I thought about just seeing what's going on, see how many people show up.
Nah.
I have a feeling the Bank of America will be a hot spot for that protesting.
Actually, you know what? My mom told me today she went to Bank of America for something, and because of the protests, they had an armed guard there.
Really?
Yeah.
An armed guard. Fascinating stuff. Was she able to transact her business?
Yes.
Well, do we want to start with the punch in the face? Do we want to start with the knee on a guy's throat? Do we want to start with the concussion? Where do we start, Lewis? With the video, the fascinating audio and video from Occupy Wall Street.
I'm all about punches in the face.
Okay.
So let's go with that.
Let's go with that. So I have a bunch of video that's been sent. Most of this is amateur video. It's a broad variety of things. Here is a police officer punching a protester in the face, and it looks almost like they're getting into some kind of mixed martial arts fight. I mean, it's bizarre, compelling video. Let's get right into it. There's so much of this. Wow.
Police brutality!
Wow. So
Wait,
the guy
can you back
goes
that
down.
up?
Yeah,
Let
you
me
want to
see.
see the punch again?
I didn't see why it started.
Okay. It does. That's the question everybody has,
Wait,
Lewis.
play it again.
Lewis asking the obvious question: why are these people being punched? As if there's a legitimate reason. Of course, you can't see why it started, Lewis. Nobody can.
Okay, play it again.
All right.
Police brutality!
By the way, since when do police even punch people in the face? I didn't know that was standard.
You know what? I have so much respect for this cop. Let me tell you why.
Oh God, here we go.
Let me tell you why. Because
Let me say, good thing I'm sitting down.
because 99% of the time,
Yeah.
it would have been a taser or pepper spray.
Oh, so you're praising the cop for restraint. He only punched the
Yeah.
protester who was doing nothing in the face.
Like sure, that could break.
How do we know
that
he was
could
doing
break
nothing?
that could break a jaw or something? But a taser can stop your heart.
yeah,
So-
no, people have died from tasers.
So big cool points to this cop for
Lewis
not
is
for not
giving-
using a possibly lethal weapon.
Lewis is giving props to the NYPD.
I'm giving props to the NYPD. Anyway, I doubt it was warranted at all, but just making an observation.
All right, let's keep going.
I
Here-
don't understand, though. How can we say if it's warranted or not if we have no idea how it started?
That's why I'm saying I
No,
don't know
what-
if it's warranted.
When we say we have no idea why the police are being so violent with protesters who clearly are doing almost nothing.
Was this completely unprovoked? The person was just standing there and the cop went up to him and punched him in the face?
Listen,
we don't know.
Hold
I
on.
mean-
We don't have video of the 5 minutes prior to when this happened, but what we see in the video, which is quick, seems similar to everything else we seem to be finding, which is that people are yelling, sometimes holding an upside down flag like the guy I'm about to show you, and the violence starts. Listen, I want to defend police officers at any opportunity that I believe they deserve to be defended, which is many times, right? We know that, Lewis. However, it really is very concerning what's going on with these Occupy Wall Street protests and how quickly, and we're going to get to some very damning evidence about a police officer hoping he gets the chance to use his nightstick. But we'll get to that. Here's a police officer with his knee on a guy's throat who doesn't seem to be doing too much to me? You be the judge.
Is this what you're about? Come here. Is this what you're about?
And then more punching going on. Listen, Lewis, an upside down flag, you could choke someone with an upside down flag if you were to kind of roll it up and then like turn it into some kind of rope and then get somebody in the exact right position with plenty of time to do it. You could actually potentially choke someone with that upside down flag. You deserve to be thrown to the ground and have someone's knee pressed up against your throat. Right?
No.
Okay. And then it keeps going. Here's a peaceful protester. This one is one of the we're going up the chain in terms of how absurd these are. Here's a protester who's just standing there acquiescing and calmly talking to police, and he gets a concussion. And Lewis used to be a big fan of concussions and all sorts of injuries to people, but I don't think he's going to like this one. Let's take a look. Okay. You saw that one, Lewis? Let me describe it for our radio audience. The man is standing there, talking, surrounded by 3 police, is doing nothing, okay? And he gets thrown to the ground. I'll play it one more time for our TV audience here. Lewis, you tell me if you see any indication that this guy needed to be thrown to the ground and given a concussion. What do you think? You see anything there?
No, but
Maybe his foot, which was off camera, kicked the guy in the shin. Is that possible?
what's happening here in a lot of these cases is the police are telling someone that they're under arrest. When that happens, even if you're not doing anything violent, whatever, if you are resisting arrest, if you are just walking away or moving your arms away so they can't cuff you, no matter how slowly or slight it might be, they can, if they feel it's necessary, do that.
So you're defending these
regardless
actions.
of whether or not you were arrested wrongly, that comes later.
Okay.
But that seems
At the
to be
time, you're under arrest and you can't resist. Yeah,
Right.
Natan, go ahead.
I'm not saying that this isn't an example of police brutality, or I don't know what this is, but don't you find it a little bit bizarre that in all of these videos we don't see how it started? I mean, I think that these videos could have easily been edited and uploaded and made to make people think that police are being brutal without really showing the proper context. I'm not saying it is that. I'm just saying we don't know based on these clips.
You're saying it's possible.
Yep.
Okay.